Hello everyone, this is Aryan from More Than Just a Game, and today we will go through how to set up and use our video poker from Marketplace in your game. We offer online free and paid support, so feel free to submit any questions and suggestions. For this tutorial, I'll be using Unreal Engine 5.4, but it works on any version above 421, so you can use any version that's compatible. So to get started, some of the customizations you have to do are to be done via this data asset that exists in here. You can just instantiate from this, or you can just duplicate one from the sample one we have over here. Inside you have some properties you can set up, such as version name. This has to be unique among all of your games, whether it's video poker or any of our other products. This is used for some local storage functionalities. The next one would be the widget class. I'll get into more details of that later on. This is where the logic for video poker happens. The next two properties are only necessary to set up if you want to use a 2D lobby. If you just want to have a 3D lobby, you don't need to set this up. But this one is basically just the name it displays for this version, and this is the thumbnail that will be displayed in the lobby. The next four variables are arrays of texture 2Ds, basically textures for spades, hearts, diamonds, and clubs. The only important thing to note is that these have to be sorted from ace to king for all four of them. And the last one is just the texture 2D for the back face of the cards. That's all for the data asset. The next thing you have to do for customization and having your own version of video poker is creating a child widget of this class, video poker main game widget. If you only have one variation of video poker, you can just directly edit the parent class, rename stuff, I don't know, change the text, change the colors, change the textures, anything you want. But if you want to have more than one variation of video poker, you have to go through some steps. So first you would have to instantiate that class. Instantiate this main game class, and then open up the parent class, collapse this, and you have a main canvas here. You just copy this, paste it inside here, and after you hit compile, you will have some errors shown to you. This is because there are some duplicate names. So for example, we have lobby button here, and we have lobby button in the parent class too, so it wouldn't compile. You have to rename these variables. You can just add some underscore at the end. It doesn't matter how you rename them. And then after you're done with renaming all of them, you go over here, you call this function override widget views. Make sure you set this to true, and then you hook the new renamed variables here. So for example, in the parent class we have balance text, as you can see here. In the child you also have that, so you rename it, and after you rename it, you can see it in here. You drag it and hook it up, and after you do this for all of the views, you're done. So as for the redesign, as I said, you can change anything you want, the text, the colors, the positions, and all that. One thing to note is that we have some locator views inside this widget. They're not visible, but they're used in the code to indicate some locations. So for example, we have player card 1 locator. This would designate where the first card of the player would be placed. We have deck locator. This is where the deck of cards would pile up when the game starts. This is deck start locator. This is where the animation of decks cards getting piled up would start from. So like the animation would start from here and they go from a curve and they pile up right over here. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, we have some locators like this. You can change their positions, but you better not change their anchors. So leave the anchors as they are, because changing that might come with some issues. If you don't want to have a 2D lobby for this game, you're almost done. All you'd have to do is go and find this actor, make a child of this actor. So you can just call this. You can make a child of that, and you can make some visual customizations here. You can change the mesh and all that. If you want to keep the same mesh but change the screen that you have here, you can change the materials here, element 6 and 7 in the materials, and that's it basically. And then you drag and drop that into your scene, and then what you have to do is setting up the data asset you created for this variation of video poker over here. And then when you play the game, you just move there and it says press E to play, and when you do, you just can play the game. If you want to have a 2D lobby, you have to go through the same process of renaming and calling override widget views as you did for the poker variation, but this time with the lobby widget blueprint, which is here. But since it's unlikely that you may have to have more than one lobby, you can just directly edit the parent class. You can make your visual customizations here, but if you want to have more than one, you can go through the same process again. This lobby widget is compatible with all our other casino projects we have on Marketplace, but we make a separate tutorial for how to merge those products and use them in the same lobby. After you're done with that, all you'd have to do is drag and drop an instance of this class to the lobby actor into your scene, and make sure you set 2D lobby to true and fill this array with the data assets you want to have in the 2D lobby, the variations you want to have in the lobby, and assign this to your instance of lobby widget. It can be either the parent class or a child class, it doesn't matter. And when you hit play, you will see the 2D lobby displayed to you, and you can just click on this and you'll be taken to the game as you would in the 3D view. If you have more than 4 data assets set up in here, you will see these arrows so you can just navigate between them. So that's it for the video poker. Feel free to ask any questions you have in the comments or our submission form for support.